Hello people, how's it doing today? I want to talk about something that I find very close to my heart because I suffer with it on a daily basis and I understand people suffering, children especially, children and teenagers suffering with dyslexia and autism is the same, really much the same thing but it's different in different volumes. And dyslexia basically you struggle with reading, writing and spelling. I'm terrible at spelling, I'm terrible at grammar. Um, you can just even look at my descriptions and titles of videos, like some of them don't make much sense, and that's really nothing really to do with me. And people always say, you're dumb, go jump the lake, But dyslexia, I want to stand up for people with dyslexia because the Department of Education in this country is just a nuisance. It does not care for people with dyslexia. It does not care for them. It really just abuses its power and doesn't notice them, doesn't recognize them as the people who need extra resources and extra help. I never want to speak because you never hear any people with dyslexia and people with autism speak. I have a tiny bit of autism, don't have fully autism, but I have a tiny bit of autism. And the one thing about dyslexia I always found when I was younger and all the rest, and still now I find it, you don't like being in the crowded atmosphere. Say there's 9 people here, right, say there's 9 people here, you would rather only one-on-one, if you were talking to somebody instead of having 110 people, there, like, that was tough in exams, let me tell you. When I was doing my junior, so that's a long time ago, but it was really tough. It was really tough. It was nearly 200 there, and you're just like, as soon as you walk in, you take everybody's down. And that's something people with dyslexia think, that everybody's down and the people are judging them. That's what's going through my mind. That's what's going through every teenager's mind or every child's mind during that time. And when I was in third class in national school, or in elementary school for those Americans, I used to think it was worthless, dumb, stupid. People used to call me that. So it really was annoying. It really was annoying. But as one person said to me, dyslexia is something that God gives you it. Because the people who know how to turn it and turn it around can make great speakers and great people. And people with dyslexia can turn things around so greatly and can imagine things, they can imagine the positives. And they can see a future, when they look into their brain. They can see their great imaginations, people with dyslexia and autism. They have great imaginations, they have great intelligence. And that tablet's going to end up outside the window, because that's going off the last long time. And how dare it interrupt me. But I want to stand up for people with dyslexia because we are underrepresented. I know that dyslexia Ireland, but I feel like from my perspective, they never done shit for me for helping me or helping anybody I know, because we're not getting any resource for when I was in national school. I was completely got a bit of reading resource. I used to go to speech and language too, and it's really sad. Yeah, I had to go out to national school and people would talk behind my back saying, this fella's can't speak even English and he's Irish, would you believe? And he can't do Irish because he's stupid and the rest of that. Especially because in national school I was doing the post not doing Irish. And that was something that really annoyed me. But now I suppose I'm grateful because I would love to learn Irish. If I was fit to learn Irish, believe me, I'm the first one in the door of the school to learn it. But it's seriously can't do it. Dyslexia and Irish do not mix. That's one thing, just to everybody to understand. Dyslexia, I wish the Department of Education would get this into the tick head. Dyslexia, you can manage one language. But doing French and doing Irish isn't going to muddy you. That's a simple standard. Like, I done Irish for 2 or 3 years. And, funny story, I used to use in the Irish section of class, I used to use English, and then I used to use, like, your brain just muddles up and your people with dyslexia can't take in much. They can't take in 109 things. I say I have to speak a tiny bit slower for some people because I talk a bit too fast. I notice that myself because I don't give my time for my brain to process and everything, take in the information that I'm saying. And people with dyslexia, I would love for everybody just to understand people who are dyslexic and autistic. We are gifted with a special gift. A gift that we are special people. People who are valued in society. People who need that extra bit of a leg up now and again with the learning or the reading. But nobody ever said that nobody can't be anything. Because everybody can be something, no matter who it is. I take for example Mikey Healy, a politician for Kerry, who has dyslexia. He's in Dáil Éireann now. Nothing is unbelievable, nothing's impossible. Everything can be achieved. And it can be achieved if you imagine it, and if you hope for it, and if you put 110% into it. And if you let dyslexia beat you, then you're letting yourself down and you're letting your friends down. Because dyslexia can be overcome. It can be overcome. Even though I haven't found ways to overcome it, but it can be overcome. Because there's different things in society that can help you. Simply sometimes I have to use for thumbnail titles and all of videos, I have to speak into a microphone because I can't spell it. And that's the truth. And I'm not going to lie to anybody. And that's open, said and done. Because we can admit, if we admit that we're dyslexic and all that, it takes a lot of weight out. Because when I was young, I wouldn't admit it. Now I'm openly admitting it. I'm openly admitting it to the people of the internet and the people of Ireland that I'm dyslexic. I'm here admitting it. I'm here on the national stage admitting it. And these Associate Dyslexia Ireland, I never heard them ever get someone to speak who has dyslexia, who can speak and who could challenge the politicians and who could just give it to them and say, you don't know what we face. And you can't say you do. Because I don't understand Mikey Healy would be able to say, yes, I do understand. That's understandable. But other politicians, like the Minister for Education, he hasn't got a notion. But that's a story for another subject, another video. Thank you for watching. Subscribe more. And just to say, anybody with dyslexia or autism, I'm always here. And I'm always never going to be silenced by anybody or never be upset by anybody. Thank you for watching. Subscribe more. Bye.